basically almost every day it's a freaking cool story. She basically just put me on some stranger's car and said like, you will go with them. The stranger was very shocked. I adore old Monster High for such details. It's amazing. They are not painted and they are so small, but you can see that it is a grape with eyes. Wow. Hello amazing ghouls and humans, and guess who is back? Yeah, a random Monster High collector about whom no one really cares here on YouTube, but yeah, who still cares about dolls and still has this huge, almost completed G1 Monster High collection. Yeah, as always on this channel I will unbox some dolls and tell you some stories. Today's victims are Cleo, Creepateria and Venus Coffin Bean. Actually, this is two only boxed ones dolls from these lines, and I really need these lines to be fully unboxed to kind of put them on display. Still such a not even controversial thing, because I don't consider Monster High to be this kind of dolls that you have to keep in box because they are kind of so, I don't know, one of a kind, super exclusive. No, maybe this is about prototypes, yes, but not about the retail doll. But still, something is so beautiful about old boxes, maybe because they have so much of cardboard and such an extremely beautiful art. Maybe I'm just a little bit stuck in 2010s. Maybe I'm already turning into an old lady who stuck in their youth, and yeah. Anyway, I don't know what I'm talking about, but let's begin with Cleo Creepateria, about whose box I care a little bit less, since, well, it's quite simple. No one really cared about this line when it was released, even though they are cute and they are designed by the designer who I guess did not work with Monster High before this line, so it's kind of one of the first projects, if I'm not mistaken. You clearly see that they are different from what we saw with Monster High before, and yeah, this is something that many people would not understand, I guess, but after like 10 years after being adult and nostalgic about old Monster High, I guess I kind of like this line, even though it's kind of simple. And here I would like to say that it is very sad to me that Mattel never really mentioned the designer. I mean, somewhere on a box. And there is not even an info in Wikipedia that this line was designed by someone else. It's kind of sad because it took me a while to find the post about creating these dolls. And I think it's kind of sad when you do your job, but you know, most of people will probably think that, oh, these dolls were designed by like Garrett, because all Monster High are designed by Garrett or Beckala. So yeah, it would be cool if Mattel put some reference to the designer on a box. Anyway, I still keep all the packs in the box so I can return the doll there. Anyway, this is Cleo. Interesting that she doesn't have any tinsels in her hair. Please focus on the doll, not on my face. I really like that I managed to get this doll with almost perfect face, which is a very rare thing for Cleo. While I am unboxing, I guess I want to kind of just make a small update about my life, maybe, because oh my god, this summer, it was so crazy. I mean, I kind of knew that after such a hectic time I will have some kind of issues, physical, mental, everything, but I kind of didn't know that they will hit me that strongly. Oh my god, for some reason life gives me so much that basically almost every day it's a freaking cool story. Like, if I would have a diary, I guess I could afterwards publish it like a, I don't know, adventure book. And no one would believe that it is all true, except of people who witnessed it. At first I needed kind of to move out of Finland because I'm not sure if I will continue study there. And I didn't want to keep an apartment because I don't live there, at least for now, for this year. And so I needed to move out quite quickly, which is not very good because like the rental agreement and everything was for a year and I only lived there kind of like a little bit more than a half a year, and yeah, it was kind of uncomfortable, but I had to do it because my parents insisted in it and I had to move out. And the moving out was so difficult because I had only a week. I needed to fully clear my apartment, including all the furniture, because in Finland all the apartments are rented out without furniture and you have to buy your own one. And yeah, I didn't know what to do. I needed to figure out everything myself the first time in my life, and being a completely social weirdo, it was very difficult to do. But anyway, I kind of managed to do it, and after was the moving out, I agreed to keep my things that I can't take at once from Finland to my parents' house in Russia, kind of in Estonia, at my friend's house, because yeah, I was thinking, and kind of I'm still thinking of moving to Estonia, like studying there. Still not sure how it will go because so many things realize, and to realize if they are possible. But anyway, we agreed with a woman who helps to kind of transfer things from one place to another, that we will pack my things in Finland and after we will go to Estonia on a ship, on a car, and after we will put things in my friend's house, and that will be it. And I agreed with my friend about the time. I agreed with the woman about the time. I bought the tickets. Everything was fine. I woke up normally. I packed everything I needed to pack. Everything from my side was very correct and very nice. And after the woman came and we packed all my things to her car, everything was fantastic. We went to the port, and there, when the unpredictable happened, because it turned out that the woman forgot her passport, and you can't get on a ship without a passport. She lives very, very far away, so even if she would drive, we would not be able to be on this ship, and even for the next one. So yeah, it was kind of not looking very good. And the only thing that she could do was to go back home, get passport, return, and we would be on the last ship like at night. And I needed to go only at that exact day because everything was scheduled like just day by day. We did this. We got on a ship on night one, but my friend said that she will not be able to open us the basement where we would store the things because she would be already asleep. She has very early hours of work, and she needs to be in bed very early, and she will not kind of stay awake till late night for me to put my things. And I mean, yeah, that's completely understandable. When you have this work, like, that's fine, I understand her. So I kind of, that was very stressful because I didn't know what to do. And the next day, I already had the ship again back to Finland to clean my apartment, so I couldn't kind of transfer things to her myself because it would take many hours and many trips on a local Tallinn train. So afterwards, the woman who helped me with moving, a huge thank you to her, to wait in Tallinn till the next day and help me to transfer things from her car to my friend's apartment, while I will be already in Finland cleaning out my apartment. So we did so. The next day she agreed to drive me to the ship in the morning, so I would not have to walk for half an hour from my Airbnb. And this is when we accidentally, because Tallinn is very confused town, like if you don't live there, like if you are one of the first times there on a car, it can confuse you. Accidentally get lost a few times, and the time was already almost when the ship had to go away, so we were very stressed that we will be late. And afterwards we accidentally got not in the right place, and afterwards everything was very quickly because she basically just put me on some stranger's car and said, like, you will go with them just like through this car place, and after you can just go upstairs to the ship because you don't have any time to go around the port now, you will be late. So we did this. The stranger was very shocked, but actually he turned out to be a very nice guy with whom we afterwards somehow kind of stick together, had a conversation. He really calmed me down because I was so stressed about all this kind of 3 days, the most hectic days of maybe my entire life. And afterwards he even drove me back to my Finnish apartment, and for all this I gifted him my old guitar. So yes, I guess we are kind of equal now. I cleaned an apartment. I waited first for people who would pick up my furniture, afterwards people who would pick up my broken furniture, and afterwards I did a few kind of going to the flea markets to submit some of my smaller things, and it was all in like 2 days. So it was very difficult thing to do. I was, yeah, quite stressed. But I guess like when you go through this, it is very scary. It is extremely exhausting. But afterwards, when it's already finished, you're kind of happy that you've been through it, because first of all, you have stories to tell. Second of all, you get experience. Third of all, you kind of meet new people, you hear stories, you sometimes understand that you are not alone. It's an incredible feeling, to be honest. But of course, when you kind of stress yourself so much, afterwards you have to pay for it. And when I returned, immediately was put into very hard work, like with our family business, which I always have, but at the time I kind of needed to regain what I missed, and I missed a lot. I had fines, I had to figure out a lot of things, and I immersed myself in all this, so my stress did not really decreased, but it was even increased. and I was still trying to kind of figure out what to do next with my life, because I was completely exhausted, and I had plans with some of people from my life, but in the end they kind of dropped the ideas which we agreed about, which is again like it's not their fault. Kind of everyone can change their path. I never would kind of try to control someone's desires, but when you have plans and after they kind of ruined, it hits very hard. And when you just you have no idea what to do, like you hear some demands, some orders from like all the sides, from your parents, from some of people who you know, and after like you got kind of betrayed by one of your friends, or at least let's say got told not very wonderful things which you would not want to hear, and this is kind of all at once. It hits very hard. Also, like this summer was in a way very difficult for many the deep feeling people, because I know four who survived some very serious crisis, if you understand what I mean. And it is like some of them are people who I know, others who I just kind of know from the internet, who I follow. Kind of just like the stress, kind of besides all this moving situation, I after got like my cards got banned. I missed the doctor's appointment because my card was banned, because in Finland you can get to the appointment even if it's like online appointment only through your bank account, and I couldn't reach my bank account because kind of like a long story, but I missed my appointment, which I waited for almost a year, and it was an appointment for autism diagnosis, which I kind of wanted to get for since I was formally diagnosed in Russia. I mean, formally diagnosed is when you get kind of diagnosis, but you don't get any papers, so you can't legally be recognized as autistic person. And I was just so despaired, let's say like this, and I don't know, it was a very dark time. It was a dark time that in the end got to some very stupid decisions, and which resulted in stay at the clinic, feeling that I am kind of living not my own life. Again got some social troubles with one of my friends, with whom we in the end stopped communicating. And for me it is always quite difficult, because I am the person who kind of will forgive and try to understand someone till the very end, and I am against of kind of conflicts and drama. I always try to find a peaceful solution, but this time I just couldn't, because I tried to explain and I wasn't listened, and I tried to explain again and again and again, and in the end I just realized that I guess the best thing I can do is just stop texting. And it was difficult because it is someone from the community, and it is a person with whom we were friends for over 5 years. Someone also from my country, so it's one of the only basically people with whom I could basically spend time together. I also got to know one more such incredible person who I was following for quite a while and was kind of very inspired by their creative stuff, and I'm just so grateful to know them now and just to communicate. They are so cool, actually. They are so great. It's very interesting how life sometimes just kind of says to you that you need to let someone go to kind of have space in your heart for someone new who will value you a little bit more, or with whom you will be in one universe. I also, I guess, one more time realized that, oh hell, I have my doll collection. Like, this thing is so important to me that I don't know. I don't know how to even explain it, but I am so happy to have it. When I look at it, I kind of have the desire to leave, let's say, like this. I was also like, hell, I still didn't even manage to get my prototypes. They are still being shipped to me. What I'm doing in this clinic, like, why? Oh, yeah, let's be back to unboxing our Cleo. And I don't know if I will get to unboxing the Venus with the way that I unboxed Cleo for so long. Basically, I forgot that I have to unbox her. So for her it is grape, and I guess, oh wow, I guess it's a grape with eyes. I adore Old Monster High for such details. It's amazing. They are not painted and they are so small, but you can see that it is a grape with eyes. Wow. We can go to our doll. The most difficult thing is specs in the head, because I also keep them if I will at some point want to put her back to the box. And yeah, Cleo is free. Well, basically, I guess all of her accessories, oh no, I guess the shoes are new mold, but the necklace and her bracelet, it's old molds, and maybe the belt is recycled too. But she is like, she looks a little bit kind of like, not Cleo, because she has so many colors which we don't usually see in Cleo dolls, and I really like her hair color. Go to Venus doll. While unboxing Venus, I guess I will kind of try to talk about more positive things and productive things that I tried to do while I was absent. And basically, while I was absent, I tried to create the TikTok for kind of Russian-speaking community dedicated to kind of vintage and history-related stuff, because history is one more big topic which I am interested in. Mostly, I guess, I was inspired by my mother, who constantly keeps talking to me that kind of, if you are going to study in another country, if you are going to move somewhere else again, you need to understand that you will be again away from your dolls for long periods of time, and how will you continue to create videos, to kind of do unboxings and all this stuff if you are away from your collection. I'm still not sure, because it is extremely difficult to do such type of content and get any following from it. And I guess the main thing that I understood one more time, like I keep understanding it all the time, that I am so attached to my dolls, and it is just such a big part of me as a person, of my kind of character, of my story, of my personal story, of how I was formed as a person, as a human being. So I don't know, probably from what I understood, it is the thing that will be with me through all my life. When I was away from the internet, I also managed to write some kind of scenarios for new videos, which I really hope to record soon. And I also have several videos from the time when I was still recording them. Now to the Venus, I guess I will talk about her a bit, and it was the only doll from Coffin Bean line that I was missing, and it was so extremely difficult to get her full set. I mean, I would not buy her in her box if I would find her full set, but at that time, for some reason, there were no full set Venuses at all. She was either missing her kind of full glass, or the small wire in her glass, or some like other small accessories. Even though she doesn't have many, basically all of her accessories are lines on her legs and arms and her glass. That's it. But finding these dolls full set, it's so extremely difficult for some reason. And Coffin Bean is one of my favorite lines. Oh my god, the understanding that I have my all-time favorite prototype from this line on my shelf is just, I don't know, the reasons to live. And another thing is, this line is so simple, but it is so dear to me. It is so beautiful, and I think that Venus from this line is one of my favorite Venuses. I mean, I don't know, I never considered Venus to be my favorite doll. Just, I don't know, she is nice, but maybe not my favorite. But after I realized that I have quite a number of my favorite Venus dolls. I adore basic one, I adore one, I love fashion doll. It's just like probably my favorite Venus. I really like Coffin Bean Venus. Maybe some other one, I'm not sure, but like she has so many beautiful dolls. And I'm extremely excited about I Love Fashion Venus that I'm waiting now. I'm so looking forward to get her and to share this moment with you, because this is some very special doll for me. But yeah, I'm still waiting for that package to arrive to me. And after a very long time off screen of removing pegs, which was extremely difficult this time, the Venus is almost free. Oh no, she is not. We still have her glass. And I have Venus, and should her hair be in the ponytail, or it's just for keeping it? Anyway, I guess I will keep it like this because it's quite nicely made. So, oh my god, she's so simple, but she's so beautiful. Her makeup, I adore it. Her nude kind of, for her nude lips, she's so beautiful. And let's unbox her kind of golden, I should say, glass, because it's so difficult to find her with this glass. I don't know, like, if you have the glass, if you had her full set, I guess you are extremely lucky. Yeah, I had to buy her in box just for this glass. But yeah, now I understand why, because it's so easy to lose these small things. It's been opened so easily. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. It fell. It fell now. I understand why kids would lose it like very, very easily. Anyway, I have it. I will do my best not to lose it somewhere in my room. But yeah, now Venus is here and Cleo is here. I will just so proudly put them on a shelf, and probably soon we'll record some videos about this line. Thank you for listening to this very random rambling. I promise to record something more interesting and more doll related soon, but so far just like thank you. If you watch this, a huge thank you. You are such a patient person. I adore you. And yeah, goodbye. And this is what you get when you wasn't at home for a month and a lot of stuff arrived to you